Hello, Internet. This is Whispering Whim, bringing you another Munch Pack unboxing. It seems to be my tradition now that I substitute one of my lunches with this Munch Pack. So I'm not super duper hungry yet, but definitely hungry. So that always makes it more entertaining, I think. But anyways, here's our first look. Little card. Today, my Munch Pack was made with love by Nick. We have our reveal paper. And let's see here. This is my first look too. Ooh. Looks like we've got some interesting things in it today. I think the first thing I'm gonna try is this guy that's right on top. We've got Guinness rich chili, thick cut, hand cooked potato chips. And it's made in the UK, manufactured by Bert's Potato Chips Limited. So, Guinness chili. I'm not quite sure if that really equates in my mind. I've definitely had chili that had beer inside, but not specifically Guinness, which has definitely got its own flavor. The first chip is tiny. Oh. That is interesting. No artificial dyes, no hydrogenated fats. This is really actually tasty. It's like the most authentic chili flavor I think I've gotten out of a chili flavored snack. Like, it's spot on. I approve Guinness chili potato chip. I wouldn't have thought that that'd be the thing for me. Moving right along though. Try not to eat the whole bag at once, right? We've got this guy that is like ready to blow, right? Cheese rings, cheese flavored snack. And this is made in the Philippines, which kind of explains why it's so full. Because I believe they are a pretty low elevation, and I live in a very high elevation. And honestly, it's a pretty full bag. So it wasn't all air, which is always a bonus, right? It's not bad. I like the soft texture of it. But it's almost sweet. And I really don't need my cheese flavored things to be sweet. But beyond that, I actually do like these too. So 2 for 2 so far, Munch Pack. Good job. Ooh, look at this funness. I have no idea what's going on there. There seems to be some sort of swirly, confused face. And there's a bunch of hands. Oh, it must be like a gummy hand. I bet you that's what it is. Where are you from? I think it's from Japan. Yep. I'm getting good at identifying these things. Although, with the Japanese stuff, I am cheating a little bit. How entertaining is that? I just love the presentation. I think one of the things that really makes them different from us is that here in the States, I think we have a really big snacking culture. So we eat a lot of snacks, right? But we don't savor them in the same way. I was reading an article about how one of the Buddhist principles is being mindful of every moment, and that includes eating. So, you know, like in Japan, people always sit down to eat, even if they get fast food. But anyways, it's stretchy. It reminds me of those arcade toys. You know, you got them in a little egg and then you'd like slap them against the wall. And they were only good for like 10 minutes and then they picked up all the dog hair and stuff. It's pretty soft. I was kind of expecting it to be hard to chew. I can eat that pretty easily. And this is really tasty. I'm gonna finish my my fist there. So now we're 3 for 3 as far as good snacks go. Hopefully this will continue. Probably not. We have little breadsticks. This one is tomato flavor, so maybe I'll like it. This same brand makes breadsticks, and I've gotten a chili flavor that I didn't care for, and I got a seafood flavor. But maybe tomato breadsticks will be okay. If I remember right, I think I had a vegetable one of these. So this is another Japanese food, in case you're keeping track. Or is it? Actually, this might be Chinese. Oh, where are you from? I opened it up without checking. Oh, Malaysia. Alright, so it's a Malaysian food. Gotta be accurate. And it's a little squished up, so it did not travel well. It's kind of weird. Not gonna lie. It tastes like tomato soup. I have tomato soup breadsticks. It's not as awful as the other flavors I've had. But it's definitely an odd flavor. I think I'm still going to call that a win, actually. It wasn't terrible, and I might continue eating them. I feel like that's one of those things that'll grow on you as it goes along. Ooh. Butter waffle, which is, you know, a off-brand of the Stump waffle. Typically what you would do is you take the waffle and you well, maybe these ones are too small, but usually you put them on top of like your teacup or your coffee cup, and it's supposed to be like warmed and moistened. I apologize. By your coffee or your tea. But we're not going to make coffee just to try an apparently very broken waffle. The butter comes through pretty well. It's a little on the odd side because I'm pretty sure it's like artificial, like popcorn butter plus sugar kind of a flavor. So not my favorite thing, but not bad. And this is from Vietnam. That is interesting. Not sure if I've had Vietnamese food before. So it's alright. Hopefully I'll get to try more things from that region and I'll enjoy them more. Feta spreads has the Z on the end. It kind of looks like, I was going to say it looks like a Ritz, and then as I was saying that, I was reading it, artificial bacon flavor. So now I'm a little afraid. Let's find out where you're from. That's cute. On the nutrition facts, the serving size is 3 sandwiches. Not 3 cookies or 3 crackers, 3 sandwiches. And this is a product of the Philippines. So we'll find out what cheese, artificial bacon, cracker sandwich deals taste like. It's really hard to get out of the bag. You can definitely smell the bacon. It almost smells like bacon strips, you know, the dog food. I'm scared. Of course, I took a really big bite of it. But, you know, it's not something I'll finish. But they do it well for what it is. Definitely has like that. I don't know how you make artificial bacon flavor, but it does taste exactly like that. It tastes like it smells. And it kind of smells like dog food. Not that I didn't eat dog food as a kid, which was a kind of common practice in my neighborhood for some reason, but I just never got there. Alright, let's try to find something sweet. Kind of counterbalance my bacon cheese. That's a really interesting package. Denuncia. It has a very like old-fashioned look to it. It's like a pinup girl and little filigree. And let's see here. Made in Polska. And I assume it's just a chocolate bar. Guess we'll find out the hard way. Because I definitely cannot read any of that. Usually they have like the English kind of glued on there as an afterthought, and this one did not have that. It's very soft. It's got to have a filling of some sort. Okay. So it's basically chocolate with more chocolate. Kind of reminds me of like, you know, the little Ghirardelli squares. Very similar feel, although the outer chocolate is softer than a Ghirardelli would be. Typically in the States, we like to add lots of wax and make our chocolate very hard, which is completely unnecessary. As a pastry cook and lover of fine desserts, the really waxy chocolates make me sad. So, it's good. It's nothing special, but it's well done. So sometimes that's all you can ask for, right? Definitely a very rich flavor, though. I needed a bit of a sip because it was still lingering there in my mouth. And we have to give our next thing a nice fair try, right? Something lemonade flavor. Because it does have English lemonade right there. Looks like Korean to me, but let's see if we can find out where it's from officially. Munch Pack does have an app that you can download for your phone, and it'll tell you things about your food. You just scan the barcode. And I have tried it out. I think it's on one of my first videos, like maybe the second or third video. But for video format, it felt kind of clunky to like pull out my phone, scan it, blah, blah, blah. So I didn't do it. But on packages like this, where it's not real obvious where it's from, would have been nice. I think I deleted it off my phone. But I'm just going to say I'm like 80% certain that this is Korean. It looks like kind of a little taffy square. Oh, it's hard. I have a hard time with hard stuff. So the flavor is there. It's good, solid lemon flavor. But it requires a lot of chewing. And it's not getting soft fast enough for me. So this one only gets like a C. Nice try, but next time make it so that I can chew it. I probably spent like 3 minutes chewing that thing, so I'm sure I'll cut that down in editing. Suffice to say, it's definitely a mouthful. But we're finally done with the lemonade thing. And we have this next. Ooh La La is the name of it. How cute is that? Ooh La La. And this is made in Turkey. I usually like things from Turkey. So I'm excited for the Ooh La La. It's very soft. Kind of has like, I'm imagining it's going to be like a Hostess Swiss roll kind of a flavor. That's exactly what's going on. It's got a little bit of cake and some chocolate icing, and that's like it. But it, again, like the other chocolate product from today, it's really well done. Like the cake is moist, and oh, there's a little bit of cream in there, or ganache rather. So this is good, actually. I'm gonna finish it later, but I will finish it, which is always the big deciding factor if something was actually tasty or just a fun experiment, right? We've only got 2 things left. I think I'm gonna start with this big guy first. So this is a really large, looks like a pastry, like a Danish maybe. Lots of words that I cannot pronounce. And I definitely cannot pronounce the name. T-Y backwards N, B-C-K backwards N, backwards N. Who uses backwards N's? Ah, Russia. That would make sense. I like the packaging on this one. It's easy to get into. Oh, look at that. The pastry itself also has the, I don't know if that's a company name or a description. Must be the company name. But they have the filigree and everything right there in the dough. My first bite was the corner, so I really just got a lot of the pastry, which is just kind of dry and lackluster. So I'm going to break off the other corner and go right for the middle. So it's got some kind of like an apricot maybe sort of filling. And it's not bad, but it's definitely not geared towards a Western audience. Like the pastry part is sort of like, it's really dry. It's kind of like if you took a cake and pie dough and like mixed them together. I feel like that's what you would get out of it. So, not a winner. But again, not bad. I haven't hated anything yet. I just kind of had a couple of things. On to our final product. Ulker Deluxe. Crispy wafers filled with banana cream. I do like banana, so that sounds promising, right? And I see English in here, but not in anywhere that's useful. Looks like it's translated into 3 or 4 different languages, so this is definitely an export type of product. But I can't tell where it's from. Like, I found the section that, has where it's from, but I don't recognize it, and I don't even think I could pronounce that. Alright, well, I'm just gonna have to call Uncle on this one. I cannot, for the life of me, read where it's from. I don't really want to stop recording just to Google it. So maybe someone can Google that later. Ulker Deluxe. I am guilty of liking just about any wafer cookie. So the banana flavor is a little off. They obviously use something interesting to get there. Actually, it says that they do use banana powder. It's not artificially flavored at all. Interesting. I guess dehydrated banana just tastes different from a fresh one. I'm very torn on these. Like, there's nothing inherently wrong. And I love wafer cookies. And it doesn't even have artificial flavors. But my brain is telling me that it's not right. Maybe they use a species of banana that I'm not familiar with. Because, here in the States, we almost exclusively use one type. I can't remember which one that is off the top of my head right now. But I know that there's lots and lots of species of banana around the world. So maybe that's why it tastes different to me. But anyways, that concludes this month's Munch Pack. I hope you enjoyed it, and I also hope you have a wonderful night. I'll see you next time.